Similarity of triangles. Two triangles are similar if their corresponding angles are equal. First thing is that the corresponding angles should be equal, and second is their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. The same thing we have seen for polygons. In fact, what is triangle? Triangle is the polygon with the least number of sides. So triangle is also a polygon. Already we have learned this conditions for polygons, and triangle is a special kind of polygon. So again, we will repeat how can we check whether two triangles are similar or not. First of all, we have to check whether their corresponding angles are equal or not. Second thing is that the corresponding sides should be in the same ratio. So let us see one by diagrammatically. Suppose this is the triangle ABC. This is the triangle A, B and C, and suppose there is another triangle, say triangle DEF. This is D, this is E and this is F. Now, how can we check whether these two triangles are similar or not? For that, what we should have is that the corresponding angle should be equal. That is, the angle A should be equal to angle D. So, suppose angle A equal to angle D. Then we have to check for the second angle, that is angle B. Corresponding angle of B is angle E. So, angle B and angle E should be also equal. And then we have to check for third angle, that is angle C. So, angle C should be equal to angle F. So, first condition is that here, as we have seen, that their corresponding angles are equal. So, corresponding angles should be equal. And second condition which is to be seen is that the corresponding sides should be in equal ratio. So, corresponding side of AB is DE. So, AB over DE should be equal to the second side, that is BC over EF, and it should be equal to the ratio of the corresponding side of the third one, that is AC over DF. So, these two conditions should be there. So, what is the second condition? Their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So, this is how we can check whether two triangles are similar or not. Now, let us learn one important theorem based on this, that is the concept of similarity of triangles. It is known as basic proportionality theorem, also known as Thales theorem. So, this basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem, and it is exercise 6.1 in this chapter 6. So, let us go in that one. So, this is exercise 6.1, also known as Thales theorem or basic proportionality theorem. In short, we say it as BPT. So, this is known as basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. So, what is the statement? If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So, here I will first explain you diagrammatically what is the meaning of this particular theorem. So, theorem 6.1, that is basic proportionality theorem, basic proportionality theorem, and you must know what is the meaning of that, what actually the statement says. So, this is BPT, basic proportionality theorem. In short, we say it as basic proportionality theorem. So, now already you have seen the statement, you have gone through the statement. So, we will understand that with the help of diagram. Here, so suppose we are having a triangle. This is a triangle A, B and C, and if there is a parallel line, see here, this is the parallel line DE. So, D is a parallel line. So, here D is parallel to BC. In that case, what we will have, the ratio of the these two portions, that is AD and BD, will be equal to AE over AE and EC. So, then what we are going to get is AD over BD will be equal to AE over EC. So, this is known as basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. Basic proportionality theorem. So, this is basic proportionality theorem, theorem 6.1. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So here we can see that this is the triangle ABC and D is parallel to BC. Then what we have to prove is that AD over BD equal to AE over EC. So we'll do construction. What we'll do is we'll draw perpendicular from point D to the side AC, that is DM is perpendicular to AC, and the second one, that is EN, perpendicular to AB. So now let us complete the proof of this one. The proof is very simple. So for that, what we have to do is, first we'll go in triangle ADE. In triangle ADE, so what is the formula for the area of a triangle? That is area of triangle ADE equal to half base into height. So half into base will take as AD into height will take as EN. So this is our, and give it as equation number 1. Now also area of triangle ADE equal to, we can get the area of the triangle by taking the base as A and height as DM also. So that is what we'll do, half into AE into DM. So this is equation number 2. Now next what we'll do is we'll have to do some more construction here. So the construction will be, we'll join D and C and E and B. So here also let us write down the construction. Join DC and EB. So joining D and C, this is joining, and we'll join E and B. So joining E and B. Now next we'll find the area of triangle. Here area of triangle BDE, area of triangle BDE equal to that, for that we can take base as BD, so equal to half into base, that is BD, and the height will be EN, so into EN, and let it be equation number 3. Now let us also find the area of triangle DEC, area of triangle DEC equal to half into, for that we can take EC as the base, half into EC into, and we can take DM as the base, DM as the height, so into DM, and so this will be our equation number 4th one. Therefore now let us find the ratio of the first and the third one. Therefore area of triangle ADE over area of triangle BDE, so that will give us here also, so equal to half into AD into EN over half into BD into EN. So half and half will be cancelled out, EN cancel out. So what we are getting is equal to AD by BD. So therefore we can say that area of triangle ADE over area of triangle BDE equal to AD over BD, and let this be 5th one. Now similarly let us find the area of second, the ratio of second and the 4th one. So also area of triangle ADE over area of triangle DEC will be equal to half into AE into DM over half into EC into DM. Here also half and half will be cancelled out, DM and DM cancel out. What we will get is equal to AE over EC, and let this be equation number 6th one. Now let us go further in this one. So from 5 and 6 what we can see, therefore from 5 and 6, therefore from 5 and 6th one, what we can see that the numerator is equal in both 5 and 6. What we can see, area of triangle ADE, here this is area of triangle ADE, also this is area of the same triangle, so obviously the numerator part is equal. Now 5th and 6th will be equal only if area of triangle BD is equal to area of triangle DEC. So from the figure we can see from 5 and 6, first let us write here the numerator parts are equal. The numerator parts are equal. Now let us go in the figure again. So in the figure we can see that area of triangle BDE, where is our BD? So this is a BD, this whole triangle BD, and there is another triangle also. What is that? Triangle DEC. So triangle DEC. Now you can see that both of the triangles area will be equal. Why? Because they have the same base. What is the base for them? If you take in triangle BDE, if you take DE as a base, and triangle DEC, if you take DE as the base, so base will be common, and they are between the same parallel lines. Why? Because it is given to us D is parallel to BC. D is parallel to BC. That means area of triangle BD is equal to area of triangle DEC. Why? Because they lie on the same base and also between the same parallel lines. So whenever two triangles are lying on the same base and between the same parallel lines, their areas are equal. So we'll take the help of this very concept. So also in the denominator part, what we can see that area of triangle BDE equal to area of triangle DEC. Why? Because both the triangles lie on the same base. Both the triangles lie on the same base. And between the same parallel lines. The same base and between the same parallel lines. So this is why their area will be equal between the same parallel lines. Therefore, now here what we have got, denominator part is equal and the numerator part is also equal. So both the parts of this are equal. This from 5 and 6. So from 5th and 6th we can see that we have seen that numerator part is already equal, and this also we have seen that the denominator part is also equal. Therefore, what we can say that the left hand side of 5 and 6 are equal, so the right hand side should be equal. Therefore, from 5 and 6 we can say that AD by BD is equal to AE by EC, and so this is our proof. So from 5 and 6, therefore what we can say is AD by BD, therefore AD by BD equal to AE by EC. So this is the proof of basic proportionality theorem, or known as BPT, or sometimes it is also known as Thales theorem. So what we had to prove that AD by BD equal to AE by EC, and this is what we have got here, AD by BD equal to AE by EC. So this is the complete proof. So now we'll go in the next topic. So what is the next topic? The next topic is converse of basic proportionality theorem. So learn that also. We'll understand what will be the converse of basic proportionality theorem. In that this ratio will be given, and suppose here let me show is diagrammatically we will see it and understand converse of in basic proportionality theorem. Converse of basic proportionality theorem. So first we'll see this diagrammatically, and then we'll write the statement. Suppose we are having a triangle, and here this is A, that be B, and this is C, and suppose there is a line, and this is DE. Now if this line cuts the, if the ratio, we'll find the ratio of AD over, now let us find the ratio of AD by BD and the ratio of AE over EC. So if the ratio of AD over BD is same as AE over EC, if AD by BD equal to AE by EC, then what we will say that DE will be parallel to BC. So this is what is known as the converse of basic proportionality theorem. So this is the converse of Thales theorem or basic proportionality theorem. So now we'll have the statement of converse of basic proportionality theorem. So theorem 6.2 in the textbook is the converse of basic proportionality theorem. What it states that if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to third side. Let us repeat again. If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. As already I have explained to you, suppose this line D is such that the ratio of AD and BD is equal to the ratio of AE from here till EC. Then we will say that the line D is parallel to BC. So this is the converse of basic proportionality theorem, and we have to apply theorem 6.1 or theorem 6.2 as and when required.